Hello my people, how are you all going? Welcome to my channel, welcome to today's video, my 2022 series TBR. Now I'm going to be splitting these up like these. Okay, I'm getting confused here. First set of books I'll be talking about are the ones that I am going to continue throughout the whole year. These books are more longer, denser, very long series as well as the books being long themselves. Let's talk about the books. First book series I'm hoping to continue in the year of 2022 is the Dune Chronicles by Frank Herbert. I read this book last year, December last year, thoroughly enjoyed it, gave it 4 stars out of 5. 6 books in the series. The author unfortunately died before he could finish off the 7th book, so I'm going to be reading the rest of the books in the series. I have 5 left, starting with Dune Messiah. It's a smaller book than this one, and I'm hoping to really enjoy it. I know that as the series goes, it takes place over like a very long time, so there's like thousands of years like gaps in between some of the books. The second book series I will be reading throughout the year of 2022 is the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I read this book this year in 2021, well, the first book in the series, and was really thoroughly impressed by how much I enjoyed it being an older reader, whereas Throne of Glass is more targeted towards young adult, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really, really damn good. The fantasy was really good. The characters I'm really enjoying, and I got to see where the rest of the books go in the series, because I was hoping to finish it off, or not finish it off, but at least continue on like with the second book and hopefully the third book by this year, but it did not happen. It'll be happening this year. I then have the Walking Dead Compendium number 4. This is a wildly popular zombie apocalypse comic book. It's a comic book, right? Yeah, comic book. I get very confused between them, like graphic novels, comic books, mangas even though mangas are a little bit more distinct. It is a zombie apocalypse and a group of people trying to survive. Love the show. Kind of stopped watching it around season 9. I really have to finish off the show because it is one of my favorite shows. And the compendium number 4 is going to be the last one, and I spoiled myself for it. That was my fault. I thought that what I had heard was a rumor. No, it really happened, and I am not happy that I spoiled myself for it. The last book series I'm hoping to read throughout the year is the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon. I am up to book 3, whereas in the show I'm up to season 5. Look, these books are getting to be very long now. They're in the 1400 page range, and it's a time traveling historical fiction romance. I love it. The books are really good. The attention to detail with how people lived back in 17th century, 18th century Scotland is just incredible. And just seeing Claire's conflict with wanting to go back to the past in her present day, because she's a modern woman and she transports back to 17th century Scotland while she was on her second honeymoon with her husband. And yeah, look, the 9th book just recently got released, and just the books are long. I was hoping to at least get to book 5 this year. Didn't happen, so I'm going to try my hardest to plod along and read as much as I can in the series. These next little stack of books I have a book series that I'm hoping to read by the end of June. I have 6 book series I'm hoping to read. The first one is the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. This, I think a lot of people know what it's about. It's about people who can ingest metals. People that can ingest only like 1 metal or 2 metals are mistlings or something. That it's a word I can't remember. And the ones that can ingest all the metals, and they get these powers by ingesting these metals, and the more metals you get, the more powers you have. If you ingest all of the metals ever, you are called a mistborn. And this empire has been under the rule of a very evil king, and it's about a group of people banding together to try and defeat the king, or the king of this empire or whatever. I'm hoping to read the first era by June. If I really enjoy it, I will be reading era 2 in the later half of the year. I then have the Poppy War trilogy by R.F. Kuang. I was hoping to start and finish this series by this year. Didn't happen. Really didn't. I'm a bit disappointed in myself. A fantasy. A lot of these series are fantasy, just letting you know. Fantasy about, and I don't remember what it's about other than I've heard very good things about it and I'm very intrigued by it. The Wayfarers series, starting with The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This is a 4-book series. It shouldn't take me long. It is sci-fi, and I'm really wanting to get more into sci-fi this year. This sci-fi is more literary sci-fi. It's more character-based, I believe, from what I've heard people say. And I have been wanting to read this book for a very long time, since I was a teenager. The first book, there was like a special on the first book, and so it was like on sale for pretty cheap, and I thought, well, I'm going to be reading this book very soon, so why not get it? I have the first one, hoping to read them all, because she has a new series out, which is also sci-fi, which I also want to read. Another one I have been wanting to read for a very long time, the Raven's Shadow trilogy, starting with Blood Song by Anthony Ryan. I believe this is medieval fantasy. It is one I have been wanting to read for quite a while now. I was very, very, very close to wanting to buy them physically, and I just didn't, because bookshelf space is a bit of an issue I am having at this present moment. I did a bit of a book unhaul, but still, like, bookshelf space is an issue, but you know, reading it digitally isn't bad either, because I have more storage on there. And I have the Binti trilogy by Nnedi Okorafor. I have been wanting to read this for a while now. This trilogy, I can easily probably get it done over a weekend, because the books are like just over 100, just under 100 pages long. Should be quite a quick, easy read if I want to have something different to read and just want something done quick, punchy, bang, bang, bang. This is a sci-fi. I think this author writes a lot of Afrofuturism. I'm not entirely sure what that terminology means, but I am very curious, excited to read this, because I have been wanting to read this trilogy since I was a teenager. Love the covers, absolutely stunning. And I almost bought this trilogy, like I said, when I was a teenager. It just seemed really cool, and I don't know what it's about other than it's sci-fi, and it's a trilogy, and I've been wanting to read it for a very long time. The last one, and I just realized I don't think I should have put this trilogy on there, because the last book of the trilogy doesn't come out until October, so this is a bit of a question mark. Either way, it is the Hussite trilogy. Oh my god, I do have the book. I'll be back in a moment. It is the Hussite trilogy by Andrzej Sapkowski. The first one, Tower of Fools. Hi, so just letting you know, I have since changed it to the Nevernight Chronicles by J. Christoph. I have all 3 of them, so I'm hoping to just like binge it once a month, you know. I might leave the Hussite trilogy by Andrzej Sapkowski for the later half of the year. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short little video about what to expect with my reading. There will be another video about must-read books I want to read in 2022, so keep an eye out for that. And make sure you do all the good stuff like liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!